For the past 5 weeks, No Man's Sky has been slowly and quietly rolling out yet another highly requested feature. One that, as someone who pre-ordered the game all those years ago now, I know for a fact has been on the want list since day one. And much like several other recent feature updates to No Man's Sky, it's one I suspect we're also kind of beta testing, so Hello Games' new upcoming title, Light No Fire, will have it itself on day one. Heads up in the down below, are you also excited for Light No Fire? I don't know if I'm excited about it because, well, it's coming from the No Man's Sky people, and No Man's Sky is pretty awesome these days, and the developer has proven themselves to be hard workers and listening to the community and all that sort of stuff. Or am I just excited about it because it's such a complete mystery, because Hello Games are terrified about telling anyone anything about it because of what happened to No Man's Sky when it launched? Don't know. All I know is I'm very eager to hear more about it, and I want it to come soon. In any case, the feature I'm talking about here today is, of course, cross-save, a properly seamless and easy cross-save. But it is in beta testing right now, and not everybody has access, but I'll show you how you can get your platforms of choice all linked up for cross-save in just a minute. Hello again, I am Blunty, and with this feature, No Man's Sky ticks off the last item on my general want list for any and every multi-platform game. Free and easy crossplay, cross-save, cross-regress, and seamless continuous pick-up and play on whatever the hell I want to be playing it on. I can stop it on one machine, pick it up on the other machine, exactly where I left off, without fuss. And under my glorious rule, every multi-platform game would be required to support cross-save, and the multiplayer ones cross-play as well, because player choice is king. But I finally have access now. I've been checking literally daily, waiting for my account to sort of get the privilege of testing the beta for cross-save. And in my testing, so far, it works great. There's a couple of gotchas for some combinations of cross-platform saves, and we'll talk about that, but it, among other things, has already allowed me to redeem the limited edition ship, the Starborn Phoenix, on my Nintendo Switch save file. And that's special because the Starborn Phoenix is currently only available through a Steam version of No Man's Sky as part of a gimmick tied into the Game Awards, which just ran over the weekend, and will only be available to claim until December the 19th. So platform exclusive, limited time, and I've got it on my Nintendo Switch save file thanks to cross-save. Yay. And with cross-save, I can have it on indeed any platform I have the game on, which for me is just PC and Switch for now. But cross-save, of course, supports all of the platforms for the game. PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PC again, because, well, Steam and GOG both get it, and Xbox Gamepass, again on Xbox and PC, Nintendo Switch, Apple Mac. Did you know this game was on Mac? I keep forgetting about that. And Steam Deck, which, of course, is just PC again, but with a different hat. Now, getting this up and running is actually really easy. You pop along to cloud.nomansky.com and you can connect your various platform accounts of choice, and then you activate it in-game. Again, it is a rolling beta, so not everyone has access yet, so don't be too frustrated. They did just add a batch of new accounts, so if you haven't checked within the last few days, you might have access now just like me. But if you're not one of the lucky ones yet, you will see a message about the beta being full. They're doing a slow rollout on this because, well, they want to make sure it works and works properly before they just give everybody access all at once and, you know, the servers explode or something. But if you are among the lucky, you'll have new cloud icons next to your saves, where you can elect which ones you want to be synced. You can pick up to 5 different saves to sync for crossplay. And if you've got more than 5 saves, you can manage which 5 are actively syncing very, very easily. So you're never just locked into, like, the 5 saves you choose first, simply only 5 active synced ones. You can take them on or off the list as you like. Once you make your selections and sync them across platforms, they'll automatically upload an updated save as your normal in-game saves happen. It'll even let you know when the last cloud sync happened right there in the menu for your peace of mind. And it will rather gracefully let you know if the cloud and local save file ever fall out of sync for whatever reason, like a crash or power outage or, whatever. And it will let you manually choose which version to update to the cloud. It's a really clean system, and again, it's been working perfectly for me, even when I deliberately tried to mess with it, because it is a beta, and, it's kind of our job as beta testers to try and break it, right? Plus, if I did break it, I could make a video going, hey, this is broken. And because negative videos always get more attention. Because that's the world we live in. Sigh. But I have tried, unexpected shutdowns and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, nothing's really phased it. Seems really solid, actually. I doubt we'll need to spend long in beta before everyone gets access. Oh, and bonus, by the way, if you only own it on one platform, this also simply gives you a platform-agnostic cloud backup of your save file, which is also never a bad idea, just in case, whatever your system's native cloud backups might mung up, or maybe you don't have cloud backups on your system, or maybe you don't really care about crossplay, but down the line you upgrade to a different machine, like you had your PlayStation 4, but now you've got a new gaming PC for Christmas. Well, you can just buy the game on PC and move your save file across from the PlayStation. Just play it there. Actually, speaking of the PlayStation 4 stuff, it also now allows players to properly move a PlayStation 4 save file across to the PlayStation 5 version at last, which, bewilderingly, you couldn't do yet, apparently. I see lots of PlayStation players whining about that. But now you can. You can just use the cross-platform save. Well, it's not really cross-platform so much as cross-generation, but, it's a cloud save. It still works. So there you go, frustrated PlayStation players. You can be lovely and happy about that now, can't you? Now, about that gotcha I spoke about earlier. There's one platform that has a couple of limits when it comes to this sort of stuff, and it is, of course, the Nintendo Switch, of which you've been seeing me play the same exact save file on Switch and PC in little comparison shots throughout this video here. Currently, there's a few things the Switch cannot do that all the other platforms can. The first is it doesn't do multiplayer, likely because of the severe performance issues around rendering varying numbers of other players and all of their ships and whatnot, especially in the multiplayer hub of the Anomaly Station where everyone gathers. The other main limitation is settlements. That's not a system I've fussed with much, but the Nintendo Switch does not have them. It's a gameplay system entirely missing from the Switch version of the game, so you'd imagine that would be an inherent issue when cross-saving and cross-playing to other platforms which do have them. You'd think, well, that'd just break it, wouldn't it? If your save file has a settlement in it and you bring it across the Switch and the Switch doesn't have settlements in it, what's going to happen? Well, it's actually handled pretty gracefully, actually. If you bring a save from another platform to the Switch version and you have a settlement, it simply just isn't there while you're on the Switch. You can go to where it's supposed to be, but there'll just be a sort of blank spot on the planet. But nothing breaks. It doesn't cause any actual problems. It just means you can't do any work or management with your settlement while you are playing on the Switch. But as soon as you go back to your other platform, whatever it is, it's all still there, and you can pick up where you left off. That is pretty much it when it comes to the limitations that the Switch has, and they just kind of work. And with a little luck, the incoming Switch 2, or whatever Nintendo actually calls their Switch successor product, will allow Hello Games to bring the Nintendo version to feature parity with the rest and solve these lingering issues going forward. The only other thing of note when testing my PC save file over on the Switch was the, of course, expected performance issues, as you might have been noticing. My PC base isn't huge or massively complex. It's a pretty average size and complexity, I think, for, the average person playing the game pretty normally. I don't go out of my way to create sort of wild bases, and I don't use any glitch building techniques or anything. In any case, it is a big enough base to cause frame rate drops when I'm on the Switch with it, but it's still perfectly functional. Like, everything's there, everything works, everything looks broadly like it should, and frankly, it's enough to do the kind of tasks I come to the base for. Basic farming and harvesting and inventory management and stuff like that. And it's the same deal with freighters. There are performance issues, of course, just like there are with native Switch save files. When you build out your freighter, it gets a little janky here and there. But there's zero loss of function or usefulness. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything is present. There's nothing missing, nothing inoperable. And while the performance is less than ideal, it doesn't stop you doing what needs to be done when you come to your freighter. So, now I can pick up the Switch if I'm just doing, little stuff, maybe tidying up the inventory or getting prepared for an expedition or something, I don't know. And when I'm really sinking in, well, I can just sit on my PC as normal and have the premium experience of everything maxed out at 4K, etc., etc. And it's all just the one save file now. Or Conversely, that Switch save file that I have from their little mini Let's Play challenge gimmick thing I did a few months back, well, I can use that on PC now too if I want, and do things like redeem that Starborn Phoenix. Every time Hello Games adds something new to the game, which they do multiple times a year still, I'm reminded just how far the game has come since release in August 2016, back when we very quickly, and I mean on launch day, discovered that Sean Murray had outright lied right to our faces about being able to simply see other players in shared spaces. That was disproven on day one as an atrocious lie. Then, 2 years later, in July 2018, with the next update, they delivered on proper multiplayer. And then another couple of years went by, and we had the Prisms update in June 2020, and we got cross-platform multiplayer. And now, in 2024, we have the complete suite. Cross-progression, cross-save, multiplayer, all that sort of stuff, cross-platform. It's all here now. And like I said, it's the last tick box on my list for what I think every multi-platform and multiplayer game should have as a minimum requirement for the best in-player choice and most freedom. So yeah, I guess heads up on all of this if it's been under your radar so far. Cross-save is here. Well, here for some, coming for others kind of soonish. I've been waiting patiently to get access to it so I can do my testing and make this very video. So yeah, happy to report it is, in fact, working great. Thanks for watching. I am Bloody. Thank you to the patrons, and I will catch you next time.